Assalamu alaikum. And very good morning, my dear students. So after 1 week, we are back again with the class. So this Sunday, we have the higher math class according to the routine. And we are continuing from the higher math chapter 9, that is the different types of functions like exponential function, logarithmic function, absolute value function. Okay, so today we'll talk about the absolute value function. What is it? Okay. Okay, so the topics we are discussing is logarithmic function, and the last questions we have, that is a very, very important questions, that is f of x equals to, if you have logarithm of say 3 plus x or minus x, okay, and 3 plus x is this. And this question is many times given in the questions, and you will say what's the domain of the function and what the range of the function. Okay, now to solve this one, so this is logarithmic function, and what types of logarithm is this? This is the natural logarithm. Okay, and we can continue this. The log is defined only for the zero, I mean the not zero, for the greater than zero, I mean the positive values. So we can say from here the function f of x will be defined if and only if and only if, in what cases? If 3 minus x divided by 3 plus x, this term is greater than 0, right? This term is greater than 0, this thing. Okay, so, and you see this can be possible in two different cases. Either both numerator and denominator will be positive, or the both numerator and denominator is negative on that case. So now we can come into another decision, that is you may write this may be valid in two cases. Okay, what are that cases? Okay, so case number one, when the numerator, that is thrice 3 minus x, is individually greater than 0, and the denominator 3 plus x is individually greater than 0. This is the case number one. And case number two, that is case 2, when the numerator is less than 0 as well as the denominator part is less than 0. Okay. So now we have to evaluate these two parts individually, and we have to get the answer. So to do that, now write down for case 1. Okay. For case 1, what we have here? We have 3 minus x is greater than 0, and 3 plus x is greater than 0. So from here we see 3 is greater than x, and 3 is greater than minus x. Okay, so look here, this is the and symbol, right? Now from here we can say, right, we can write one more thing, that is, therefore domain, from here the dom, that will be x is less than 3, x less than 3, okay, and less than 3 means that will be 2, 3, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3 up to infinity. So it will continue up to infinity. So we can write from here, that is minus infinity to 3, isn't it? Similarly, the next one, okay, but we need to modification of the next one. So I am little bit modifying this one. Just a second. Or x is less than 3, and if I multiple minus on the both side, then there will be -3, and the sign will inverse. That is, this thing will be like this, -3, and here is x, but the greater than will be less than. Okay, so it can be written as like x is greater than -3. So I am writing this thing here directly, that is x is greater than -3. Does it make sense? So I am erasing this part. Okay, now right. And so from here, if we want to express this one with the help of the interval, okay, then we can write from here -3, x is greater than -3. That means the upper values of the -3, that is upper values of the -3 is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 up to infinity. So we can write from here, that is x belongs to, we can write like this, -3 to infinity. Okay, so from this both part, if we combine actually, then what will happen? So I'm writing one more thing. So by combining this, we can say x belongs to, or that means the domain, as it is the and. So what does and means? The common numbers. Okay, so it will be -3 to +3. Okay, maybe some of you can understand. So if I make a number line here, then it will be so much easy for you to understand. So this is the number line, this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, this is -1, -2, -3, minus infinity, and it is plus infinity. Okay, so first of all, -3 to infinity, sorry, minus infinity to +3. So this one will be minus infinity here to here. This is the part. Second part is -3 to +infinity. Okay, so -3, where is -3? This is the -3 to +infinity. This, so between these two, what is the common portion? This is the common portion, right? This is the common portion, that is the intersection portion. So finally we can say the x belongs to -3 to +3. Okay, so this is the domain from the part 1, I mean the case 1. Okay, now is the case 2. So now I am writing the case 2. So write down now case 2. Case 2. So in case 2, what we have written here, 3 minus x is less than 0, and 3 plus x is less than 0. So if I calculate, then it will be 3 is less than x, and 3 is less than minus x, or x is greater than 3, and if I multiply with the -1, then it will be -3, and it will be plus x, but the sign will be changed. I mean the less than will be greater than. Okay, so if I do one line extra, then it will be like this. X is less than minus 3. Okay. So now this second part is very much interesting. So now if I want to write down using the interval, then this will be x actually belongs to 3 to infinity. Okay, x is greater than 3 means 3 to the positive numbers, that is up to infinity. And what does this means? This means x belongs to 3 minus 3 and the lower numbers, that means up to negative infinity. So we can write from here x belongs to minus infinity to minus 3. Okay, so we need one more number line. We need one more number lines. Okay, so if I draw one more number line, say so this is the one more number line, minus infinity, this is the positive infinity, 0 1 2 3, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Okay, now the first one, 3 to the positive infinity, so mark 3. Okay, I'm using a different color. 3 to the positive infinity, see, and next one minus 3 to minus infinity to minus 3. So this is minus infinity to minus 3. That means this. See here, we have input these two values of the variable x, that means the domain x, but there is no common part. But what is the language here? And that means the intersection, that means there is no common numbers. Okay, and you know, between two sets, if there is no common numbers, that same set will be empty set, right? Okay, so we can now say from here, so we can say okay, so now we can say from here, that is, that implies, that is combining these two, x belongs to empty set. Got it? So from the both cases, case 1 and case 2, we have got x belongs to minus 3 to plus 3, and second case x belongs to nothing. Okay, then we have to come into our last decision, the final decision. So now write down. So domain of the function, okay, that is minus 3 to plus 3, this one and this one, that is union of these two. Okay, union of these two. And minus 3 to not infinity, that is the 3. Okay, so who can tell me minus 3 to 3 union empty set, what will happen here? Will it be empty set or minus infinity to plus infinity or anything? What can be happen? Who can answer me? If I make the union of these two, what will happen? Who can tell me? Raise hand, please. Can you solve it? If I make the union of these two sets, then what is gonna be happened? No idea. Okay. Sifat says in the chat box, minus 3 to plus 3. Samiha, Rimsha, Tanisha says minus infinity plus, minus 3 to plus 3. Okay, so thank you. If you may answer in the chat box, also you may raise hand, then I can give you the floor. Okay. So union means all the elements. So here it will be minus 3 to plus 3. So that is the domain of this function. So that is the part 1. Now come back to the main questions again. What is the range of this function. Okay, so now we are going to find out the range. So now say let y equals to f of x, or y equals to ln 3 minus x by 3 plus x, or y equals to, okay, what is ln? That is the natural logarithm. That means base e. So just convert it log e base, and write here 3 minus x, 3 plus x. Okay. On the next line, now we want to remove the log from here. So what will happen then? You know, I have told about this, how to remove the log. So just keep the base and interchange these two. Interchange these two. Base will not be changed. These two will be interchanged. So 3 minus x by 3 plus x here, and y will be there. Okay. Now just cross multiplication. So it will be 3 to the power y minus x to the power y. Okay. And additionally plus. Or we need the value of x. So now we can say 3 minus 3 to the power y equals to x plus x to the power y, or 3 minus this, take x common, okay, or 3 minus 3 to the power y, 1 plus to the power y equals to x. So we have got from here, that is x equals to this by this. Okay, so now we are going to find the value of y, I mean the range. And you know, this line, this mathematical statement, that will be valid for any value of y. Okay, there is no such value you put here and you will get any contradictory term. There is no such value exist in the world, I mean among the real numbers. So now we can say from here, that is here x is defined for any value of x. Here any value means any real value, because we are solving in context of the real number. Okay, any value of y. Therefore the range of the function, any value, I mean minus infinity to plus infinity, that is the set of real numbers. Clear? Okay, so this was one of the important problem. This types of question is given for the 4 marks questions. So you will practice the similar one, like 2 minus x, 2 plus x, 5 minus x, 5 minus x, like this. Okay. Now the absolute value. Absolute value function. Okay. So absolute value function, in simple word, if I want to explain, that will be the positive value of something, the positive value of the any numbers. Okay, that means I can say absolute value indicates positive values. That's the simple one. Okay. Example. So if I say, what is the absolute value of 5? That is 5. And absolute value is denoted with these two vertical line. Okay, two vertical line, and this is also called modulus. In short, mod, M-O-D, mod. Okay. So if I ask you what is the modulus or what is the absolute value of 5, so you have to first use this symbol, that is the true vertical line, and the answer will be 5. Now if I ask you what is the absolute value of minus 3, okay, so you have to write minus 3 and this symbol, true vertical line, then your result will be plus 3. Okay, why? Because just the definition says absolute value means whatever the number it is, positive, negative, whatever it is, we don't care about its sign, that is always be positive, only the value. Okay, the second thing, if I want to explain, then I can say absolute value means a very special types of function. Absolute value function is a very special types of function. Say f of x is modulus of x. That is, if I want to define in general sense, not only with the 5 or minus 3, very common with the help of variable, then this function will be defined like this, modulus of any variables. Okay, so this can be written as like this: f of x will be positive x when x is greater than or equals to 0, and f of x will be negative x when x is less than 0. So these types of function also called piecewise function. Piecewise function. Okay, let me tell you an example. Say f of, I am inputting here f of 5. So what will happen? So the value of x is here 5. So is 5 greater than 0? Yes. So this will satisfy the first condition. So that means we will get from here f of 5 equals to 5. So now suppose I choose this time f of minus 2. That is the value of x is minus 2. Okay. So what will happen? Now see, I have choose the value of x is minus negative, that is less than 0. Then this will satisfy the second conditions. Okay, that means minus and minus 2, because x is minus 2, then it will be finally plus 2, and that is the definition, all the positive numbers. Got it? Absolute value give you the only the numbers. And this piecewise function you will understand more if you are very much good at programming or Microsoft Excel, okay, where the logic is applied. If this equals to this, then this statement is true or that statement is false. Okay, or C programming, this will be very much helpful for you. Okay, the last things I will talk about the absolute value, that is the best things. Just a second. That is absolute value indicates the distance from something, okay, the distance of something from the origin, distance of something from the origin. Okay, what does it mean? So say this is the x-axis and y-axis, this is the origin, this is 1 2 3, this is -1, -2, -3. So suppose a point we have here the 3. Okay, so what is the distance from the origin to the point here? This is only 3 unit distance. Okay, now if I place something at the -2, so what is the distance of this -2? 2 unit. So we are not caring about in what direction it is, north, south, east or west, or any direction. We don't care about it. We just want to see what is the distance between these two, I mean from origin to that particular thing. And you know distance cannot be negative, only the absolute value, only the values. So the last one is the best definition, that is the distance of something or only the values. Okay, I think the time is over. I will talk in details about the absolute value function in the next class. Okay. Now I am giving you the attendance sheet. Just a second. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, the link is provided in your chat box. Please complete within the next 30 seconds. After that, I will end the session. Okay, so that's it for today. See you on the next class. Till then, goodbye and Allah Hafiz.